Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch, called for and made. A first down for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll put the tight end in motion. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tigers in the hurry up. Give to the running back. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, owned, fires and picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
LSU right back to the line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. And ball is free. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Got it past the marker. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the art and talent on the throw.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll go to the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Gets rid of it. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll go to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Running back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man.
Snatches it on the right. Got a lot of running room. The tag. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And he made the extra point without problem. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads it downfield. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll try the right side. Fights off the defender. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll leave it with him. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They go to the ground.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, LSU!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Georgia, 14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top...
And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Powers through the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. He's now up to 77 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season.
He's tackled at the 11-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Might be looking to run. Fires to the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
That's caught. It's Brooks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
These corners backing off a bit. They're bringing heat. At midfield, he's got room. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He wants to throw. Pressure. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Shows him the stiff arm. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He's off to the races. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Looking to go up top on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Getting some heat. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Looking to throw on second down. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Big play for this offense if they get it to the 32. Looking for a productive play on first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in a box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Shoots it to the left. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab down the middle. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence, to know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And they decide to go for it. Decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Might as well stick with him.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU quick to the line. The give to the tailback. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the time. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Going deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. Tackle
Offense in an empty set.
brings up second down.
Looking to throw it again. He looks that one in nicely. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. LSU right back to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Trying the left side. And the Tigers pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Leaves it with the back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn...
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? He's moving out of the pocket. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's come.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the stomping has commenced. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF is currently up big right now, and really everything they've dialed up offensively has worked. They're up 14 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This time it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what...
Throws toward the end zone. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
After the misfire, it's second down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's thrown another interception. Touchdown, Tigers! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Oh, that's him grabbing air. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.